Yo, what's up guys, JarvisTings here. In today's video, we talked about how to get better at Bedwars. If you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please do make sure to like and subscribe, and also follow my Twitch for some more content. Anyways, enough of wasting your time, let's get straight to the video. Alright, so as you guys saw in the intro, today I'm going to be going over a commonly asked question, which is how to get better at Bedwars. And straight off the bat, I gotta tell you, you might not like these tips, but in the end, it will be better for you. But yeah, I also will be playing some solo Bedwars while I do this, so sorry if I'm like trash at talking. But basically, my first tip is literally playing solo Bedwars. If you play Bedwars and you always play doubles, threes, or fours, you're not going to become the best you can possibly be. If you want to become better, you want to learn how to manage yourself instead of doing bed defense for the team, or like doing a role that you take part in a team. One thing you want to know how to do is do bed defense by yourself while also rushing, while also taking out the whole map. If you play solo Bedwars, you'll learn all these important tactics and strategies that will help you later. So yeah, I know most of you guys might not like playing solo Bedwars because it's hard, there's too many sweats, blah blah, but the more you play, the better you'll get at it. So basically, my first tip is play solo Bedwars and also play a lot. Okay, but yeah, my second tip is to know what you're doing. So basically, what I mean by to know what you're doing is to know when to get diamonds, to know what to buy with your resources, and stuff like that. I could make a more in-depth video about this, but I'm just going to go over it really briefly. For example, I just got 4 diamonds right now. I'm going to know to buy sharpness, because there's 3 upgrades that you want to get in solo Bedwars. That is sharpness, protection, and a minor fatigue trap. Other than that, basically everything else is not needed unless you have some extra diamonds to get protection shoe or heal pool, for example. But other than that, you should be fine. But basically, that is another very important tip right there, because you do not want to waste your diamonds on iron forge, for example. Okay, so what I was talking about with the gold and iron thing with the generator is you want to use those resources very smartly too. Right off the bat, the main thing you want to focus on getting is blocks. If you get a stone sword right off the bat, it's not going to be the best for you, because you could have saved that either for some wall bed defense or some bed defense in general. And I'll get into bed defense later, but yeah. Basically what I want to talk about is how, sorry for the lag spikes, sheesh. But yeah, basically, I don't think I'll clutch this game, but I want to talk about this iron and gold thing, because people always buy the dumbest things with their iron and gold. It's so precious. You don't want to waste your stuff, so yeah. For example, if I have this 1 diamond right now, I wouldn't want to buy heal pool or trap. It's because my bed's already gone, and there's no point of just wasting it. You never know that later I could save towards Pro 2, and that could be the difference between life and death. So basically, just little things like that can help you later. And that one's included in diamond management, which, yeah. Basically, when you fight people, which I will get into later, I will go topic by topic, you do want to, like, play smart rather than, like, big tons of CPS, blah blah blah. But yeah, anyways, what I was talking about, the resource management. When you have gold and iron, for example, I have 7 gold and 7 iron. I do not have armor yet, so instead of buying the iron sword, let's say, it would be smarter and wait and save up for some iron in there. But yeah, basically what I'm doing in this video is basically just saying exactly what I'm doing. Some stuff that maybe you guys didn't know what to do, or maybe some new stuff I just told you guys. But basically that's like one thing. For example, like I have this gold and I want to save for iron armor instead, because armor in the long term will help me more than sword. And later you can always get a sword. Also, when you don't have a bed, I recommend you really do grab emeralds. I'm not the type of player to do this, and I should do this more. So I'm actually guilty for this one, and it's like, once you're dead, if you have time to grab emeralds and diamonds, you should. They're really helpful, and especially when you can get some nice potions to get people's beds or run away from people. Also, diamonds are also really good, because early game, if you upgraded your protection to 1, maybe later in a later game you can upgrade it to 2. Yeah. Other than those things, hopefully you guys know how to use your resources now. But yeah, now I just want to get into the bed defense part, and that is like when you straight off get into a game, you always have to do bed defense first, unless it's an 8 rush. Some stuff I usually do is pretty complicated. Basically, for example, if I'm on a fast gen map like Lighthouse per se, or Solus, what I would personally do is straight go for 32 blocks. But there's 2 ways to rush on 8 rush maps in my opinion. First way is just get 8 iron and get 32 blocks and just do side rush. Another way is to also get 48 blocks and get 16 wood, which I do recommend. This is another way. And you could just place down your bed defense, preferably, in my opinion, purple bed defense, or the one Sammy does in tournaments, which I will put those up on screen right now, 2 pictures. And yeah, those, or you can just do the 8 rush. But the reason why I also recommend the second option sometimes is if you're not the best at bridging. So basically, if you're gonna 8 rush, you want to be really fast and efficient at bridging. And I will get into bridging topic later, but basically you want to be as fast and as best as you can in the bridging. So if you guys aren't like the best at bridging, I recommend you guys do the bed defense and then rush, because that way at least your bed has some defense just in case you might fail your bridge and they rush you. But yeah, that's just a little tip right there. And it looks like this guy really wants to fight me. What the hell? Okay, that was close. But yeah, basically that's just another small tip right there. If you guys were wondering. Another thing I do recommend is if you guys want to learn bridging, and yeah, I will move on to the bridging topic now. If you guys want to learn bridging, please do not try to learn garbage. Just because your favorite YouTuber, Bedless Noob, knows how to garbage, doesn't mean you guys will learn garbage in like one day. First of all, garbaging can take up to like from 1 week to like 1 month, if not more. You don't want to waste this precious time on learning how to garbage when you could rather learn how to be better at Bedwars, like using all my tips, maybe practicing some solo Bedwars and all this stuff. Since like people want to learn how to garbage these days, it's kind of weird because it's like, I don't know, man. But yeah, I'm just trying to save up emeralds right now because I know I have the access to the emeralds and I have to take advantage of it. But yeah, basically, also I just want to say the way I use my emeralds is really bad in this video, so don't try to like replicate the way I use the emeralds because it's like the worst way possible probably. The only reason I'm buying so many potions is because I can run away from people. Yeah, anyways, back to the topic. Yeah, don't waste your time on learning how to garbage. You really do want to learn how to speed bridge, ideally. If you guys don't know how to speed bridge, I recommend you guys check out a video, which I can leave down in the description, on how to speed bridge. Yeah, so it's better to learn how to speed bridge in like a few days or a week, rather than learning how to garbage in a week or more, because it would be more ideal to just speed bridge and also have your PvP skills up to par with your bridging. For example, if you're a garbager, you tend to like not be the best at PvP, or maybe you are good at garbaging and PvP. There's like tons of factors when it comes to that stuff, and I just freaking died, god damn it. Okay, before I continue into the second game, I just want to say sorry for me being like super trash. It's just I'm trying to focus on the commentary and giving you guys the tips and tricks. Besides from that, what I was talking about was garbage. Basically, as you saw right now, or see right now, I was talking about 8 rushes, and I was talking about how you could do bed defense and then 8 rush, or you can do just an 8 rush. For example, this thing can translate to 48 rushes. Like for example, I'm just doing a 48 rush right now instead of putting bed defense and then doing a 48 rush, which is a more risky move, but I recommend if you guys are good at bridging. If you guys know how to garbage and you're good at PvP, well, go ahead. But what I do recommend is that you don't focus on the garbage, because to be honest, if you guys want to learn how to garbage, you guys garbage, right? You guys are still gonna fall quite a bit. I mean, Bedless Noob falls like all the time. Come on. But yeah. Basically, what I'm trying to get at is you don't want to waste your precious time on learning how to garbage, rather than that time can be you becoming better at PvP, playing more solo Bedwars, and all that good stuff. Basically, reason why sometimes I say I feel like garbagers are like not the best players always, because they focus most of their time on the garbage. So, not saying garbagers are always bad, I'm just saying the ones that I usually fight are not the best at PvP. Basically, I do recommend you guys learn how to speed bridge, which I did talk about already, so the link will be in the description for that. But yeah, aside from that, I think I have all my tips out of the way, unless I like get any new ones in my mind right now. But for now, I think those are some pretty solid tips you guys should build off on. I know it was probably a lot to take in, but yeah, I'm just trying to put as many tips as I can into this one video. But yeah, basically, what I gotta say is you might not like solo Bedwars at first. Solo Bedwars can be really challenging because you have to take care of yourself by building your own bed defense and bridging by yourself, managing all your resources by yourself, and doing everything on your own. It might be a lot to take in because you might also get rushed by multiple teams and not know how to handle it, stuff like that, blah blah blah, and you might not like be used to it, obviously. So one recommendation I do for that is to literally just play more. The more you play solo Bedwars, the better you get at. And I feel like people get pissed off every time I tell them to play more in like any game to get better. It's like, it's honestly true, because the more experience you have, the better you'll be. So yeah, but that's not saying if you have more hours on the game than someone else you're better. It depends on what they were doing during those hours. Let's just be honest here. If I was counting my Minecraft hours, it'd be like probably like close to 10,000, like seriously, because not just Bedwars, but because ever since I was like playing since 2012. Basically, what I'm trying to say is you don't want to focus your time on something stupid, and you want to focus your time on something good. So that's why I'm talking about the garbaging problem. But basically, that's a lot of tips right there, Jesus. But yeah, sorry if I repeated some tips, because I've been talking for like 15-20 minutes straight about tips, and it's pretty cool stuff. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna win this game, to be honest. I'm too focused on the tips, man. And also, something else I want to talk about before I actually like stop talking about tips is the PvP scenario. People think CPS is literally the key to PvP. I mean, half of it kind of is, but not really. I recommend if you guys want to have good CPS, all you need is like at like a 9 or something. I don't know, like a 9 or 10 is completely fine. Like, after that, like, it doesn't even matter, because basically when you learn PvP, what you want to know how to do is you want to know how to do some good W tapping, which helps increase your combos in Bedwars and any other game modes. And you also want to know how to place blocks correctly, when and what angle to hit players at, and stuff like that. Because people just focus on the CPS, and that is only half of the freaking Dang. And that guy fell. Got that. Yeah, if you guys are the type of people to fall a lot because of your speed bridge, I recommend you guys practice your speed bridging housing and stuff too. It really does help. Rather than practicing your garbaging, you could be practicing your speed bridging and perfect that, because that will be really important for your 8 rushes and your 48 rushes. But yeah, I guess this was mostly a solo Bedwars guide because, yeah, I don't know. Because I'm a solo Bedwars player, and that's the tips that I can gather and give to you guys from my experience of playing solo Bedwars. Yeah, looks like I just got this guy's bed perfect, and he's the last final kill. Probably can't end the video here because he's doing some weird stuff, like what the hell? But yeah, basically, sorry for having like trash gameplay in this video. It's just been focusing on the tips, you know what I mean? And what the hell? But yeah, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the tips, and yeah. I got so